Hello everyone, this is a video. What you're looking at there are speaker grills. You can see one here and one in the back from a 1971 JBL L100 Century series. It's very common for these are original foams, and it's very common for them to be falling apart, and that's why so many of them don't exist today. It's very rare even to see them in this state that they're at right now, but as you can see, they're crumbling. I would leave them on there, but they look terrible with these empty spots, and eventually it's all going to fall off anyway. So I thought it'd be neat to do a video of removing the original foam. I'll replace it with something else, not sure what yet, maybe replica foam or something, but I just thought maybe there's probably not a video out there of this being done, so what the heck, we'll see what we're going to do here. I got this vacuum, so I think maybe we'll wind up having to use a vacuum to vacuum it off because it's going to be so crumbly, but let's see how it goes. As you can see, I can very easily pull off a piece, so that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to just it looks like it just comes off real easy. As you can see, it's just a matter of time before this will just all fall off. I'll turn it off because I didn't expect it to just come off this easy. So as you can see, the glue pattern resembles the driver pattern that's in behind it. This is from the 1971 series where all the drivers are in a vertical alignment. So as you can see, most of the work is done just by hand, so it comes off pretty easy, and there's quite the mess on the floor below it, so I know that's where the vacuum will come into play, come in handy. But what I'm going to do now, I think, is just rather than crumbling it, since it's small pieces, I'm just going to go around with the vacuum around the edges, pick up what I can, and then put the brush adapter on and do some more. So here we go. So it's not coming off as easy as I expected, but what I'm going to do here is just crumble it off just by rubbing it, and whatever ends up on the floor I can vacuum up. So you can see the back there. Really, this is nothing but a cloth, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to yank the cloth off of there because it really doesn't have much value. I could easily replace the cloth with something from a fabric store, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm trying to be careful with the actual frames because these are the original walnut frames. It's nice to have the original ones, especially this with the vertical driver pattern. Very rare, I'm told. I've never seen another one. So it's I'll try not to break those. I know you can replace them. They have remakes, but I'd rather have, it's kind of neat that they are the original ones. So we're just doing one here. I'm not going to do the video of the two of them, because I expect them both to go the same way, but as you can see, it's actually quite easy to strip these down. I always wondered when I saw pictures of the frames missing the foam, did it just fall off or what, but I think this is probably what happened. It got so ugly that everybody decided to just remove the foam. So that's obviously the glue pattern. Actually, you can see here where there was the glue marks, so that's probably what was holding the foam on. Probably better off using a screwdriver to get this off, but yeah. Okay, we're back here with the screwdriver. Trying to make this as easy as possible. Most things when you work on speakers are a pain in the ass, but it'd be nice if this is possible without wrecking something or without having to spend hours with residue removal. We're going to go down here on the floor, put it on a flat surface, see if we can remove that without it being too much of a problem. This edge here is really thin, so if I chip that, that's ruining an original frame, so I don't want to do that. So I'm finding that if you slide under the foam here, or under the cloth, it actually makes it come off real easy. Yeah, look at that. It's just coming off. Okay, so I'm going to finish this up now. I'm not going to bore you by going through scraping all this off, but what that's going to amount to is probably a knife, an X-Acto blade going along the edge here, carefully cleaning that up, and then I'll probably use a stiff brush to get that off, maybe some residue remover, and then decide on how I'm going to cover that, either with a board or a screen and a cloth or a piece of foam or whatever. But that's what you're up against when removing foam off the JBL L100. It's the original foam. Okay, so I got to the end. I finished here getting them stripped down, but I've learned something. So in the first part of the video there, you saw that these obviously you can see now they're on the speakers, right? These are really nice speakers, top condition. I've got the original boxes and everything. So, but these it took me quite a bit to get the stuff off here, and I thought to myself, no wonder people pay people to have this done, because it's such a pain to do. But so I got to the end of that, and I thought, what the hell, I'm going to move on to the second one here. And this one over here, it took me, so I learned something. It took me 3 minutes combined if I tried to remove the foam in one piece, which I did. It was crumbly, but it still held into one piece. And then the screen behind it, I carefully removed that in one piece, and it came off way cleaner than the one that I was scraping away at. So I learned that if I ever get another pair of these with the screens or foams on them, to just carefully try and remove the foam in one piece and the screen in one piece, and then you got a nice, pretty much clean surface to go ahead and to recover them with. So that's it. We learned how to take the foam off, and we saw what the original foam looked like. A lot of people say, you know, it was rotten by salt over the years and so forth, but I don't think that's the case. It's just the original foam was foam with paint over it, so I think that's why JBL eventually went ahead and changed over to cloth grills, because the foam was a very bad idea. It looks really good, the original foam, when it's on there, but I think long term it might not be a good idea, something to consider. Alright, thanks for watching.